So, as you've probably heard me mention if you've watched any of my videos before, I used to live in London, and when I lived in London, I lived in a teeny tiny little shoebox room, which was great for my minimalism, but not great for anything else. Actually, it was okay for my wallet, so there's that. So just before I left London at the start of last year, I decided to film a room tour of my tiny little London bedroom, and I'm only now getting around to editing it. But I thought this might be a cool thing to show you guys, considering that my move to London is pretty much the main catalyst for me getting into minimalism in the first place. And living in such a small bedroom in London really helped me to maintain that mindset. So I'm gonna hand it on over to me from 20 months ago or something, which is mind-blowing because I feel like I've done absolutely nothing since I've been back. Anyway, take it away, past me. Hey guys, what I've got for you today is a really quick room tour. I live in like a quite small room, like a box room. I have seen rooms smaller than this, they do exist. And everything for me is obviously going to be a comparison from an Australian point of view, living in Melbourne, paying rent there, because it's quite typical for people to move from Australia, pay twice as much in rent for a room half the size, like this. Although it is quite a small room, I think I've tried to make the most out of it and fit as much in as I could. I tried to keep it really minimal because obviously I'm trying to live a minimalist lifestyle. I think some things aren't that minimal, but essentially I've done pretty well, I think. Let's have a look. It's really hard to sort of represent size like this. Like should I put this here? This is me. Touching one wall, if I stretch. Ooh. If I stretch, I can touch the wall with my hand and my foot at the same time. So, that's how small. Fairly. That big. Is that a good representation? I don't know. From the outside, you will notice that I've got Harry Potter Lego and other Legos, because they released those Harry Potter random minifigure little box set things. And then I've just got some random other ones, some random vet because I couldn't say no to the rabbit, because I love rabbits. Then I've got some guys from Lord of the Rings. Essentially I needed a couple of really geeky things because I'm a geek. Even though I don't have a lot of space, a couple of these little guys gives it a personal touch, I don't know. When you come in, there's a great amount of space between my chest of drawers and my bed. Obviously there's not a great deal of space, but there's a bit. This is a small double, which is apparently a thing I didn't realize until after I moved here. Just look at the pillows. 2 is okay. You can fit 2 people in here. It doesn't quite fit 2 perfectly, but I really like this size bed because it's really good for me. It doesn't take up my entire room, but if I do have guests over, there is still enough space. We don't have to be like up next to each other in bed. I've had many friends stay over. It's not great long term. Like if I had like a full-time partner or something that I wanted to live with, I wouldn't get a small double, but like someone occasionally staying over, not a problem. Obviously I've got my beautiful cat sheets from Urban Outfitters. I bloody love cats, but I'm allergic. Thank you, genetics. I think this one is my favorite cat. He's just sort of like, oh, life help, I cannot be bothered, but also I'm totally okay with it. I don't really care, meow. I've also got this big throw from Primark, which helps keep me warm in the winter months, particularly when I get up in the morning. I just have to throw something around because it's so goddamn cold. But also it's just good to keep my feetsies warm in midwinter because unlike my housemates' rooms, my room doesn't have a heater. I can sort of feel the warmth from my housemate's one, like through the wall here, funnily enough, but like it doesn't do the job like properly. If we cast our eyes up to the walls, you notice quite creepily that there are these little nails in here. Ominously. I don't know why they're here. I constantly forget that they're here, but then whenever I bring a new person over, they always seem to point it out almost straight away, like, what's up with the creepy nails? I don't know, I like to think that they hung string between them and like hung photos off of their friends and family. Maybe it was one of those creepy boards and they were solving a crime. I can't tell you. I have no idea. There's also a big fucking dent in here. I don't know where that came from. Well, it's not a dent, it's like a reverse dent. I don't know. If we go above the bed here, we'll notice there's a massive crack and discoloration and oh, more nails. Over here we've got my lovely grandmother curtains. They're just such grandma material. They also don't block out light for shit. But it's also okay for preventing glare because sometimes I want to like make a video but it's a bright day and it's good for lighting, but it's like sometimes you get like glare on your face and I don't want to get glare. Let's cast our attention to this wall now. I've just pretty much got a bunch of like memorabilia and stuff from my times here. This is from the Harry Potter Studios. It's one of those pieces of paper that comes out of the Goblet of Fire. And my friend went there. I went there as well, but I didn't actually pick up any of the paper, but apparently you can. And my friend went there and was like, hey, this kind of looks like Australia. I'm gonna grab one for you. And it does look like Australia. When I went to Disneyland Paris, again, when I went to Harry Potter Studios, this Helga, the Smarmy Sea Bomb, That's when I went to Iceland, and I keep my extra hair ties here on this, yep, you guessed it, nail on the wall. And I got some Christmas cards here from friends, aww. This one is from Anna, who is from Norway, hence why it's God Jul, God Nytt År, Good New Year. Horrific pronunciation, forgive me if you're Norwegian. This one's from my high school friends, and they photoshopped me and my other friend Kim into the photo and did like a Christmas card for everyone from us. Cute. Because I'm not on the country, obviously. Just missed out on Christmas. And over here I got some Funko Pops. My friend Joan gave me this one. Tissues, some books. I used to have a lot more books. Like, they used to fill up the entire shelf. But obviously I got back to Australia, I don't have room for books. My friend works for a publisher, so he got me a bunch of books for free, essentially, and I was trying to read my way through them, but I didn't get through that many, honestly. So I've just re-gifted them to other people who will appreciate them. Water bottles, because I drink a crap ton of water. On the ground, I keep my backpack slash tech bag slash gym bag slash literally everything bag. I put everything in there. Just a great bag. Here's my chest of drawers with 2 knobs that have come off. That's got my underwear in there, so I'm not going to show you. This one's got a bunch of tech crap. This one has essentially just got extra gym clothes and shorts, and this one has like documents and my Harry Potter scarf, my Ross family tartan scarf, and a hat some French guy gave me at a party that I'm not sure why I still have. Over to the most important part. My tech stand. So I stupidly kind of splashed out my TV when I probably shouldn't have. I tried to get a cheap one secondhand, and long story short, I just ended up getting one on sale. And it's a really nice one. I have to resell it before I leave in 11 days, oh my god. On the left, I've got my Switch, which the other day I unfortunately dropped, and I thought I'd cracked it until I realized that for the first time ever, I put a screen protector on. Thank Christ. I'll tell you what, just realizing just how much tech that I have over here. This is not very minimal. If we move our attention to the top right-hand cube, we've got my 3DS and its docking station, my Apple Pencil for my iPad Pro, which is charging there, and I've got Cloud over there who just sent me for my birthday, so he's just chilling with my tech stuff. This under here is one of those drawers you also get from IKEA. I won't pull out because that's where I put all my laundry. Instead of taking up a bunch of space like a laundry hamper, it just takes up a cube space in the TV stand. Yeah. Over here I've got a old protein container thing that I've repurposed as a bin. At the moment it has my underwear in it because I'm starting to throw out all my old underwear as I use it, because obviously I'm not going to take all of it back with me. I don't have the space, and you can't like really gift it to anybody else. One of the really annoying things about England is the lack of PowerPoints, particularly if you're in a small room. Sometimes there's a load, like my friend has like 10 in his kitchen, and he's got a tiny kitchen, and then I've got literally 2 single points in my bedroom, and it's really annoying trying to set up a bunch of tech. Get to that in a sec. Here I've got this really cool power cube that I got from Amazon. I'm saying Amazon like an English person now, because again, single PowerPoint, right? This has got 4 power outlet things, but it's also got 2 USB slots. That's really bloody useful. I charge my 3DS and my iPhone/iPad straight through this cube. They got really good reviews on Amazon, but I have had a few people say to me before that they are death traps, but I think that's like the cheap version ones. Like these are, I hope it's fine. These are really well reviewed. This shitty chair came with the bedroom. This desk is obviously where I use my laptop, and I can connect it with a HDMI to the television when I'm editing my YouTube videos. It is also really handy because you can break it down. The top pops up, the legs fold in, and then it just like folds away. And it's been really useful because sometimes I have friends over and I sit pretty much just like, I move this way into the corner and I fold that down and I put it away, and I put the chair in the cupboard in the hallway as well, and then I have like a bit more like floor space for friends' suitcases and stuff, because it really is really crammed in here with 2 people. Over here we've got my crappy as windowsill. Like, look at all this. Probably all rotten looking because the window gets super condensation-y and it just drips. I am so late to work. Oh well, good thing I'm quitting in a week. Let's look at my cupboard. This cupboard here, most people are like, oh my god, it's so small, how do you fit all this stuff in there? But I have this like chest of drawers here, and A, I don't have that much stuff. B, I feel lucky to have a built-in wardrobe because a lot of places in London don't. Let's have a look inside. Oh, what a surprise! More creepy nails! So at the top is where I keep boxes and things. I kept a bunch of old packaging because I was always intending to eBay a bunch of stuff before I moved. And I have eBayed a bunch of stuff, but not that much stuff. I've also just got a couple of jumpers up here and a pair of shorts that I seem to always be wearing. Down here, see, I fit pretty much all my clothes in here comfortably. I don't have that much in my good old washing drawer. I'm currently wearing some tracksuit bottoms and this egg jumper and my gym singlet. I've got a waterproof jacket. I've got this whatever you call this jacket. 3 jumpers here, so I guess I have like 8 jumpers, which I'm kind of surprised with. Long sleeve shirt, 3 plain colored shirts, grey, maroon, and green, and I got 3 printed t-shirts, Pokemon, Disney, and Pokemon crossed with Final Fantasy. And I've got a tie-dye t-shirt my friend gave me, extra gym singlet, 2 pairs of jeans, and that's pretty much it. Slippers, an extra pair of shoes, and some bags and crap. I have to get on a bus and get to work. Great. I hope they give you a bit of an idea about what to expect if you end up wanting to move to London, or just an idea about what it's like to live in a room in London. Yeah, this is my London room experience. Maybe I'll watch this video back myself in a few years and be like, huh, okay. Like overall, this room could definitely be bigger, but I also feel like I've definitely got enough space. It's really not that bad. People were surprised when I fit this in here. Before I had furniture in here, it somehow looked smaller, I think. And then I got this much stuff in and people were like, oh. And when I first moved into this room, I thought, you know what, it actually is good because it gives me a chance to try being really minimalist, to really test my minimalism. Anyway, I really need to be going to work 10 minutes ago. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Click here to see another video. Click my face to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Give me a rate, give me a comment, give me a thumb. I don't know. I need to really go. Bye.